All right, another company is making cuts because of AI. So, again, this is not going away. This is actually interesting as it comes at a similar time close by as the Meta video that I made the other day with those layoffs related to AI as well. So, let's talk about Coinbase and let's flip over to the article here. So, Coinbase cuts headcount by 14%, citing AI acceleration. And I'll leave the link to this in the description. So, if you want to check it out, feel free to do that. But let's keep going here. So, Coinbase, if you don't know what Coinbase is, first of all, Coinbase is a crypto exchange platform. So, similar to like a Fidelity or something like that, where you can trade equities, trade stocks for the stock market, especially like in the United States. I'm sure there's other ones throughout the world, but it's very similar to that. It's just dealing with cryptocurrency instead. So, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong said Tuesday that the company is going to cut roughly 14% of its workforce, or about 700 employees, citing a combination of market volatility and AI quickly changing how the company operates. Of course, if you've ever looked at the crypto market or bought, sold cryptocurrency, anything like that, you'll know that that market is generally pretty volatile, especially when compared to normal market. We might see that change 10, 15, 20% or more in a day for a certain type of cryptocurrency. So it's definitely different than the normal equity market. Continuing here in the article, in a memo, two employees, which he shared on X early Tuesday, Armstrong described the decision as necessary to position the firm for its next phase of growth while navigating the current downturn in the crypto market. He cited two forces converging at the same time: the current pullback in the crypto market and AI changing how we work. So, we've talked about this with other companies, we talked about this with Meta, but the whole idea of AI changing how companies are doing work, where they are investing money, what they are thinking the future is going to kind of play out like. And this is just another tech company that is really betting on AI and that emergence and that future adoption that they're going to be doing. Let's go back to the article here. Although crypto is on the verge of the next wave of adoption, he said, our business is still volatile from quarter to quarter. We're currently in a down market and need to adjust our cost structure now so that we can emerge from this period leaner, faster, and more efficient for our next phase of growth. So, a lot of times when companies are looking at the future, they're looking at future forecasts, the future state of the company. They're trying to think about how many people they're actually going to need. Do they need all the people that they have currently? We see in certain times throughout history, things like during COVID and those times, a lot of these tech companies, a lot of companies in general, industry dependent, were doing a lot of hiring. They were over hiring in some cases, trying to think about the future, right? The next things that they were going to develop and the next technologies that we're going to have. But in a downturn in a market, that's a good time usually to cut some people, unfortunately, lay some people off, fire some people, so that you can kind of eliminate if there's areas that are essentially being wasted, where you're wasting money in a sense, where you're spending money that you really don't need to spend, or it doesn't necessarily support the core mission of your company. And especially those future objectives, those future goals that you're looking at, if those employees aren't supporting that growth, that path, then it might be a decent time to go ahead and cut people back. One of the things that we see, and this is just for anybody, especially in the tech space though, but when you're looking at layoffs and people getting let go, companies don't always let go all the people that they necessarily would like to. They might have a large number of, this large number are all the people that we don't think are going to support that future mission, but they support current operations today. Well, you can't necessarily get rid of all those people, because what happens if things kind of change rapidly again and you still need those people, or still need those people to continue the mission today, continue supporting those operations? and that cash flow today, then you're not just going to necessarily get rid of all the people. So you will typically see the headcounts that are getting cut are less than, again, that total that they realistically would like to eliminate. Let's go back to the article here. Furthermore, the pace of what's possible with a small focused team has changed dramatically, and it's accelerating every day, he said about AI. We are adjusting early and deliberately to rebuild Coinbase to be lean, fast, and AI native. We need to return to the speed and focus of our startup founding with AI at its core. So again, they're thinking we've gotten too big, we've grown too much, we've hired too many people, that we want to scale back, leverage some of this automation, this artificial intelligence, the AI, and try to really minimize the additional headcount that we need. There might be some other underlying reasons. Most likely there are beyond what is just in this statement, but that is certainly something to pay attention to understand. But also just in a general sense, when we're talking about this, the pace of what's possible with a small team has changed, a focus team has changed dramatically. It's accelerating every day. That's what a lot of companies are going to be thinking about when they're looking at AI, because they're really going to think about, well, again, do we need all these people? Can we have a smaller team? Do we need 100 people? Or can we do that with maybe 20 or 30 people, a very small percentage of that, because we have AI capabilities? Maybe people are getting better at using AI. And that's a key here too. When we're thinking about going to smaller environments or environments that may reduce in headcount, when you're thinking about your personal career as well, is just thinking about how effective are you at using AI? The more effective that you can use AI, the better off you can be, because sometimes you will go to a company where there's a large team and people are laid off, and maybe you're not one of the ones that gets laid off, but you have to think about how to use AI. Or if you just go into a leaner running team, maybe that company just wants to have a very lean team in your area or overall. And then, so it's not necessarily like, can you go program AI? Can you go create your own model? But how effectively can you leverage AI? So especially in your own career, this will help you. If you can really effectively use something like AI to do things in your job, you can be a more efficient, more effective employee. And those type of employees are highly desirable by any company, any team leader, any manager, any leadership, any executive, whatever. So that's really one of the things that you should be focusing on in this modern age, is how can I get better at effectively not only diagnosing what the problem is, so understanding, breaking down the problem, whatever it is, right? And then how effectively can I come up with prompts or things that I can put into AI and then generate a solution? Now we're kind of getting a little bit away from the core of this article, because it's about Coinbase cutting headcount. But, that's a really important thing to think about, just to make sure you stay relevant. Thinking about those effective prompts, getting into AI and really just throw some prompts in there to try to solve a solution or solve a problem with a solution. How good are you at generating that initial prompt, but also tweaking it as you're starting to get data, so it really, really tunes into whatever that problem is? That's going to be a really important skill going forward with AI for anybody in this career field, in the cybersecurity, IT, tech career field, because that's really going to be how you're going to effectively be able to use AI. Getting better at generating those prompts, generating making essentially the AI model do the work, but you've got to supply it with some information so that it can effectively do that. Accessing the crypto industry, exchanges are moving away from the hype-driven, returns-focused revenue streams that originally fueled their growth, and are instead entering a more disciplined phase centered around steadier revenue, regulation, compliance. So this is about the crypto exchanges in general. When we think about the exchanges, initially when they were coming out, they were very much different, right? There was not a lot of regulation, not a lot of compliance around it, and we're seeing that really start to change in today's modern age. So again, kind of outside of the scope necessarily of this, but it gives you some more insight as far as why crypto markets or crypto exchanges are, what they're looking at, what their business model, what their thought process is going forward. I'm sure not everybody wants to work at a crypto exchange or crypto platform, so it may not necessarily be directly applicable to you, but it's lessons that can be applied to other industries, other types of companies. They're going to have different motivations. They're going to have different future objectives, future states that they want to see. But again, this is all kind of similar types of things. Meta's not a crypto exchange or crypto platform, and they're going towards AI. So again, everybody has their different kind of objectives, and you as a professional, you need to think about that as far as your career and how that's going to impact you and how you can adapt, how you can make yourself the most valuable person that's out there, right? So with that being said, we're going to wrap it up. Hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you found some of this information helpful. Again, I'll put the link in the description. So if you want to check out the article for yourself, then feel free. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. See you later.